Hello YouTube, today I'll be driving Excavator, Kenworth W990, edited by Harvey for American Trucks. Okay, so we are now in the truck, the Kenworth W990, which is edited by Harvey. It's on the Steam Workshop. And I'm not sure if the engine sounds are from the Creech and Bomb sound pack or the actual truck. I think it's the truck, it's the Creech ISX 15 sounded, I think, a little bit different. So today's route, if we look at the map, we're in Cheyenne, and you'll be getting out of Cheyenne via the US 185, well, not 85, US 85, not 185, and Interstate 80, and then getting on Interstate 25, and then going down to Libre, Libre or something in Pueblo, Colorado. So let's put in gear and get started. Part of my here, leave, turn. Oh well. Kind of looks like a sort of a back neighborhood apartment complex out here. I normally wouldn't expect to see a distribution center. Distribution centers and a Claire's next to, well, sometimes you'll see a Claire's next to houses and apartments, and we hit the curb again. Pretty but you normally don't see that next to distribution centers. Right here. Playground over there, and there's people on it. Right turn. Right over. How many curbs am I gonna hit in this video? I'm gonna try to count how many curbs I accidentally hit. I'm not hitting them on purpose. It's completely on accident. But I'll try to keep count of how many curbs I hit. See how terrible of a driver I am. I'm not the worst, but I'm not the best. 500 horsepower. I think it's got that, but I know it has an equal or 18-speed transmission. 25 and 87 horsepower. Exactly correct. We're getting off 359A. 359. Slow down. Right, I'm gonna take a screenshot right here. Right, I have a screenshot, and we're back. I think I-25. Yeah, let over. Back my drive. Let us know. Speed 65. I wish these AI trucks would go the actual speed limit. Right now, I think this person in front of me, AI, restricted to either 55 or 65, can't really tell. I think 65. We're about at 65, we're catching up to them, so I would think they're stuck at 65. I'm sorry, buddy. Come here. But I just wish the AI would go the actual speed limit instead of I think they follow the speed limiter speed. Revving out the truck. All around. Go 5 over. I'm not gonna go 5 over the limit this time. I don't want to rev out the truck and damage the truck, so I'm gonna stick with it. Sometimes I'll go 5 over. The truck can handle it. I don't think this truck can. While we're in 8 high with going 75 with the truck at what is it, 1900 RPM. When you try to switch into the left lane, at least for me, whenever I go into the left lane, that's when I get called in for a way station, which is the most convenient timing. You gotta almost stop the truck and get across traffic because the AI will not let you, and like it won't let you go, it won't let you pass, or not pass, go through basically. AI in this game. I mean, it used to be worse. I mean, like, Euro Truck Simulator 2, and, like, I want to say 2013 maybe. The AI really. Or robotic driving. It's not that way anymore. It's still still bad. Don't get me wrong. It's still pretty bad. Not as bad as it used to be in Europe, right? How much? 120. No. There's not much to see on the interstates. I personally prefer country back roads. There's just more to see. 55. I almost ran into that car in front of me. That would have been damage to the truck and a fine. We have to go 55. Yep, north of the city. Grand Junction. Denver, which is the capital of Colorado. That's beautiful. Denver's a nice city. Out in the, not middle, a little upwards from the middle on the map. It's like a sports stadium right there. Slow down. Speeding up. It's highway. Look, you know, look. I can't tell if that's graffiti or a shadow. There could be cracks too. All that detail adds up. Colorado's a great map to see overall. Please do not cut in front of me. Oh, that air horn was so barely even hear it. Oh, that was barely hear that air horn. There is no way that sound so quiet can actually be an air horn on the front. It's too quiet. The birds. Lots of birds. highly detailed factory up there. And you gotta stay on the road. Sweet. Ooh! I just, even with construction here, I hate how the AI just, it'll go full speed and it just slams on the brakes. Look at the map. Go through Colorado Springs. Could pick up a truck dealer there. Yep, we'll do that. Pick up a truck dealer. It'll be the first time I've actually will have actually driven through Colorado Springs. And I've driven past it like the way we were, and it said discovered, but I've never actually driven through. See what 712 looks like me. Definitely on. Probably should get the right lane. Wait for this bus to go. I don't know. Have the trailer cross that line. Cross this building. Barely made that road. There are kind of beautiful sunsets and aerial plazas. Maybe drive around. Even with that street on, I still don't know where I am. It's the details of the map. Yeah, man, these newer map DLCs coming out of SCS software are just highly detailed. They didn't used to be. Say, for example, New Mexico kind of lacks quality. The best DLC, honestly, is not for American. Well, it is for American Truck Simulator, but it's not Wyoming. Actually, I think it's Colorado, just because of the diverse state. It's got a massive, massive city, the city of Denver. It's got mountains. It's got that $1 billion highway. all that adds up. I just think it's the best. Oh, shoot. Oh! I didn't see that. Oh, no. My goodness. Drive off. Try that damage 2%. I'm gonna get charged for that probably. I'm probably gonna get charged. For damage, I don't know. Honestly, I wasn't really paying attention, which I should have been. But overall that incident, it was purely awful. I mean, the best part about this game is you don't have to exchange insurance information or anything. It's kind of funny. You just drive off like it never happened. Then you have to go get your truck fixed, which isn't very fun. Especially if you have a lot of damage on the truck. But we're going to discover a truck dealer so we can get it fixed up there. I'm going to take another screenshot and I will be right back again. Alright, so I am back. Let's make with the incident from earlier, this adds on to further prove my point from earlier in the video. I am not the best driver, but I'm not the worst either. Not the worst either. The worst drivers in this game are just mainly the people that don't try. Play it right. Mostly young people, kids. But I just kind of drive the truck around. I don't pay too much attention. Obviously not as much attention as I would in a real truck, because in a real truck you've got a lot to pay attention to. You've got a Mac truck dealer here. See there, I should have checked both of my mirrors before I turned. We can get our truck fixed here. Shut it off, lights off, service. $200, not too much. Let's see what kind of air horns they have. I don't like train horn. $212. It's worth it for a better air horn. I think it'll sound like the Cascadia and SES by SES now. Oh. Okay. Not what I expected. And you can actually hear them, which is great. Lights back on. Not long at all. I almost hit that curb. I've hit 3 curbs so far, I know that. We're getting back on the 25 south. Probably should slow down. With these intersections here, these intersections, like, I don't even know how to describe them. You just drive on the opposite side. It's weird. Woo! Would that count as curb? I'm gonna count it. We're definitely gonna get charged for trailer damage. Leave the 65! Oh my. Did we just... We just drove a loop around Colorado Springs. And we're at the exact same detour that we were before. I've got another idea. Do not try this at home, but I will attempt to drive through. I've done this before, so I do know what I'm doing. I have to go in the grass here. I have to go park. That's not good. Do not do that at home. Or any quick went around that detour in probably the awkwardest way possible. Because if you look at the map, there's no short way around it, basically. You have to come back, go all the way through the 285, come back down on the 50, and then come through to Pueblo. And that'd be like 298 extra miles. Minus this, so minus maybe 134, but still, that's a lot. delivery, I know we're gonna get damage penalty. Turn in here. Hopefully the gate will open. Hope we don't hit the fence with this trailer or the truck. But I'm just driving horribly today. It's not normally this bad. There's curb number 4. Let's see how my backing skills are today. No, we're not. Oh, wait. Do they want it where I really think? I think they want it right. Really need to get this here. This has not turned out to be a disaster of a drive. I will come back when I finally get the trailer back. Right, so what I said earlier was actually correct. This trailer will not fit in here, so I think I'm going to have to pull up a little bit. Shut everything off, lights off, engine off. I think I'm gonna have to. Excellent! This game is telling me that with all the accidents and driving through a detour and everything, that I did excellent. Come on, game. I personally disagree with you on that. I'll just accept that. Well, that is going to wrap up today's video of the disaster from Cheyenne to Pueblo with excavators, and it's just a disaster what happened. If you liked the video, leave a like, and subscribe if you're new. I will leave a link to the Discord server that I have for the channel set up. Comment if you have any questions, and I will see you next time.